Spellman, coming to you live from Bali, where we are currently on voluntary stay-at-home. So many places are closed, some are open, there's a little bit of traffic, but most people are now staying at home. Okay, so many people are still worried and scared about this virus and this situation, and scared about the unknown. Basically, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to me, my family, my finances, my business, my colleagues, my friends, the world? What's going to happen? So there's a lot of fear and anxiety out there. So today what I want to do is show you the fun and the power of this game that I showed you a little bit about last week. So we're going to start at the same place with worried and scared, and just review that briefly, and then I'll show you the rest of this game. And I think you'll see that it's really quite fun. It's really a fun game, so as well as a serious game. So it's a very nice combination of not too serious and not too frivolous, you know. So, okay. So we're going to start again with the two cards I used last week. So, scared and worried. And as you can see, worried has all of these questions, and this is what really is going on with many people now. What's going to happen? How is it going to turn out? All these kinds of things about the future, which of course we don't know. So that's the worried. And scared, as you can see, is quite constricted. This character, you, is quite constricted. And so I'm going to do a few releases. What I'd like you to do is the same thing we did last time, which is tune into your body and see where you're holding these feelings. If you have these feelings, and I think almost everybody these days has these feelings, worried and scared at some level, tune into your body and just see where you're holding them. For me, I'm now holding them in my chest. I was holding some in my head before, but those seem to be gone. So I'm holding them in my chest. And then give yourself a number from 0 to 10. How strong are these feelings? And they can be the same for both of them or separate. Just depends on how you feel. So for me, for example, I am, let me just tune in to myself, what number I'm at. You know, I've been doing this quite a bit recently, so my numbers are not so high. Many people's numbers will be much higher than mine. So mine are probably, let me say a 3 for both of them. So just get that number, and then we're going to do a release. And you can do the release with your fingers over the top of your head, starting at your third eye. You can do it with a magnet. You can do it with anything at all, any kind of crystal, that kind of thing. I happen to like to do it with my magic wand, which I use for these kinds of things. So just if you'll follow me and follow along with me. I fast track and release. All worried and all scared that I'm holding in my body at a 3. And give yourself the number for you, related to my fear of the unknown and all the uncertainty in the world these days. I forgive myself for holding on to these feelings. I forgive the world for bringing this virus to all of us. And I forgive the governments for being unprepared and having difficulty knowing what is best to do. I allow myself to release these feelings as much as I can right now, and to choose to take my own power back, to do what I can in the present to feel better now. Okay, so just check in with yourself to see how you're feeling. So I'm just going to check in with myself. Okay. And check in with the number that you gave yourself. What number are you? So I was a 3. I would say I'm down to a 2. So it didn't release everything by any means, but it released a little bit. And everyone will be different in this. Some people will release a lot, and some people will release a little bit, and some people won't release any. They're not really ready to release it yet, or whatever the reason is. Okay? So there are no right or wrong answers to this. It's just paying attention to you and your body and how you deal with these feelings. Okay? So the next thing I want to show you about this is what would be helpful to you to release more of these feelings. And we have many cards for different circumstances. And I've picked a few cards that seemed relevant to me for this situation, for this virus situation, and all our fear and anxiety about it. And the cards I picked are supported, having a friend, and getting away from it all. So these are what we do is we ask, what's going to help you release these more? Release this worried and scared more. So what we're going to do now, I'd like you to look at these cards and just see for yourself, would this be helpful for you to have a friend? You may already have a friend, and that's great, to talk to about all of this kind of thing. And how about being supported? Are you supported? Is there some place in your community you can be supported? Online, be supported? What would that feel like? Okay? And then get away from it all. And many of us are feeling this, okay, we've had enough. We just want to get away from it all. So now we're going to do the release again, around worried and scared. Okay? But focusing on what's going to help us release this more, and using these particular cards. Okay. I fast track and release all remaining worried and scared that I'm holding in my body. All fear of the unknown. All uncertainty. And I allow myself to have a friend to talk to, even with a little more distance than this card shows, more physical distance. I allow myself to be supported by friends, by family, online, by community organizations, anything at all that will help you feel supported during this time. I allow myself to let this come in, to receive this. And I allow myself to get away from it all in whatever way I need to, whether that is not listening to the internet, tuning out all the information about the virus, any way at all that will help you get away from it all, if this is what you need. Okay? So I allow myself to have this support and to release more of worried and scared. Now. So again, if you'll check in with yourself to see where you are, what number you're at now, how your body is feeling. How your body is feeling. Okay. I personally like the one, get away from it all, which I do periodically. And let's see. So mine is now down to a 1. And of course I'd love you to share online on the messages here if you'd like to, how this is working for you. Okay, so I'm down to a 1. So a 1 is good. It's not perfect, 0 is great, and some people do get to zeros. They can release everything. Me, I'm still hanging on to it a little bit and for me, that's okay. And for others, I think that's okay as well. And if you're still very, very high, you might do this again and just see if there's something else that comes up to release. Okay? So the last part of this game is really super fun, and it's quite different than the releases. So this has to do with how would you like to feel. So first we have the feelings, then we have what's going to help release them more, and then the last part of the game is how would you like to feel, which I actually love about the game, okay? Because it's like giving a person the choice and supporting the idea that they have the choice to feel the way they choose to feel. Okay, so the ones I chose for this one are safe, okay, that we all want to feel safe, and strong. We want to feel our power, that we have some power. So what we do with these cards is we hold them up above our head. So I'm going to hold them up, and if you'll look at them above your head, strong and safe. And just enjoy these feelings. Really enjoy feeling safe, allowing yourself as much as you can to feel safe right now, and also to feel strong, that you can handle what's happening right now. You'll be able to handle it. So right now, stay in the present and just enjoy these feelings of safe and strong. And then when you're ready, what I'd like you to do is say yes out loud and allow these feelings to come into your heart and into every single cell of your body. So just enjoy them. And let those feelings resonate for you. Feeling safe, you feeling safe, and you feeling strong. And then allow them to come into your body. And when you're ready, say yes so that you can allow them to come into your body. And often you can feel them coming right, the energy coming right into your body. So just do that for a moment. Okay. And then see how you feel. See how you feel. So I'd love comments about this in the comment section. If this was helpful. And the other thing is, I'd love you to share this again. Share it with yourself again, do it again, but also with your children, those of you who have children or grandchildren, to let them play the game and see how this works for them online. It's a little bit more limited online here than when we do it in person, but it would sure be interesting to hear any feedback about this. And I just want to remind you that this is the game that was developed by Jaz Goven, and it's really fun. And I love this game. I use it a lot, and with kids and kids with their parents. And so if you'd like more information, please get in touch with me. I'd love to share more about it. Okay, thanks a lot.